Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And for your Sunday series today, we've got Innovation and SOS here on Cerulean Fall, the latter edition for game number 1 of a best of 3. Top right-hand corner, the blue Terran player, Innovation. And in the bottom left-hand corner, the green Protoss player, it is SOS. I know it says barcode, but it is SOS according to the replay name that I got off of LOTV.spawningtool.com, a great place to find replays of professional players and amateur players and GM players and all that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for build orders, if you're looking for VODs, if you're looking for replays, LOTV.spawningtool.com. No, they do not pay me for this. All right, so it's going to be another TVP best of for your Sunday series. No TVZs at Katowice in the replay pack that I have. Very odd. TVTs, ZVZs, and TVPs. And a couple very nice ZVPs, but no ZVTs. Kind of weird. All right, so this matchup is considered Protoss favored by Terran fans, and Protoss are like, what are you talking about? It's balanced, which usually means that it's a little bit favored for Protoss and a little bit unfavored for Terrans. So we will see how Innovation handles this. If you're a Terran player watching this to see how Innovation handles TVP, you are in for a treat because Innovation is playing extremely well right now. Extremely well. He's basically playing as well as I've ever seen him in his entire career. Is it a Reaper? It is a Reaper. Reaper's name is gonna be Mr. Reddit. At 10:05 a.m., Emperor Mengsk took a few minutes out of his busy schedule of tyranny and resurrecting dead space gods to go online. Emperor Mengsk discovered Reddit. At 11:59 p.m., one of Emperor Mengsk's braver assistants finally pointed out that Emperor Mengsk missed an entire day due to looking around on random subreddits. Emperor Mengsk decided Reddit was invasive Protoss technology designed to eat up Terran productivity. A random man who happened to be named Reddit was branded a traitor sent to the Reaper program on an extra dangerous mission. Yeah, yep, as someone who has devoted a lot of time in his life to Reddit, I can understand that. So Reaper on his way, Mr. Reddit, is going to go ahead and try to take down the probe that he saw sneak over this way, but probe is hiding way over here on the left side. He's not going to be found by Mr. Reaper at all. Reaper's checking for additional proxies, because Protoss can be sneaky that way. A proxy Stargate would be pretty good, but no, it's a Twilight Council opening, which could indicate Adepts. Could be a very nice resonating Glaive Adept opening out of SOS. Innovation's going to have to be ready for that. There's one Adept out. Now, the Adept can shut this down pretty easy, right? If you can chase the Reaper down. Reaper doesn't even get for the Scout at all. Tried to get in. Could not quite do it. Got a Sentry coming in here, too, I guess maybe to help wall off this front. Against what, though? Hellions, maybe? Maybe you went off against Hellions, but Bio's a problem. Tanks don't care about your walls either. And that is definitely a factory with a tech lab on it, but could just be making the tech lab for the starport that is right next door. Marine production has begun from Innovation. It is Blink, actually. So we've got Blink coming in. Could just be a huge Blink Stalker attack out of SOS here, which would be a whole lot of fun. We'll have to see. We'll have to see Innovation if he can hold this off. He is definitely making a Cyclone. Maybe just one thing before he starts making Banshees, but nope, its own tech lab is coming up on the starport right now. No problem. So Marines, Cyclones. Cyclones are really good at rebuffing and sending away Oracles that come in and try to do stuff. I don't see any sign of an Oracle on the way from the Protoss player, but that's okay. Hallucinated Oracle, however, is moving out, which really should not frighten Innovation. He should recognize what's going on, although he doesn't know. He doesn't have any idea. This definitely, as far as he's concerned, could be a real Oracle. He's going to have to respond to it, and the Oracle's going to go ahead and get a decent scout off here as well. He's going to see the barracks with the reactor. He's going to see the factory with the tech lab and also the starport with the tech lab, which indicates probably a Raven. Look at this. He's not even pulling the SCVs. He's got the Cyclone. The Cyclone's ready to go in case that thing is real. Can he hit it with lock-on from here? That range, not quite far enough to reach all the way back there. That is some nice dead air space. Anyway, fully saturating both of his bases. So far as SOS, he's going to go ahead and toss up Forges for upgrades, getting a third Nexus on the way here to Innovation's army supply is 21-8 right now. Oh boy, ay caramba, he's got Marines, he's got the Cyclone. Is he working on additional Cyclones? Nope, that's a tank, that's a Raven, that's a Banshee. Innovation, the way he deals with TVP, in my experience and what I've seen, is he just goes for it early. He tries to kill the Protoss before Storm is out, before Colossus are out, before Archons are present. Oh gosh, I have a game coming up, you guys, that's TVP, that's going to make you so sad for Terran. Even if you don't play Terran, like I don't. But man, I'm not going to spoil anything, right? But it is the saddest experience. That poor Adept. Oh, actually, you know what? Well, it was going to live until a basic shot hit it. No problem. Pylon on the left side. That might be used for warpins here. Stalkers, they do have Blink. Robotics facility following up. And working on +1/+1 too. What was this our Reaper friend? This is our Reaper friend. Is he scouted yet? Still no scouting. No scans. No nothing here. Army supply is 36 to 16. I think SOS may have made a mistake here in assuming the innovation went there for a third base. He did not. Stalker's trying to get that Cyclone. Nope, good micro. Moving it back. It is wounded, but it is definitely alive. KD8 charge blocked. Oh, Mr. Reddit. Tried to mess with those Stalkers and paid for it with his life. Ultimately paying for it there. Tank set up on the high ground. Stalkers just delaying and delaying. Really trying to get some Immortals out to deal with that. Oh, those tanks. There are 2 tanks out right now. And a Cyclone. Immortal production would be really nice. He's got the robotics facility, but he's making Stalkers instead. I'm not sure if Stalkers are the way to go here. That SCV needs to repair up that Cyclone so bad. Oh, all right. Well, that was bad micro. That was not good innovation. He had SCVs there to repair, and they didn't repair the one thing that needed repairing. No medevacs here, mind you. These Marines are not getting healed up at all. Nice blink again to get rid of that lock-on. And just defending with Stalkers against Marine, Tank, Raven, anti-armor missiles coming in any minute now. I can feel it. I can feel it. Innovation needs it. He's going to go ahead and toss it up here. Setting tanks on the low ground. Pulling the SCVs. The Raven's not doing anything right now. Does it have energy to do something? It doesn't actually have the energy to do so. But the tank's getting some decent shots off. Additional Marines coming in as well. Lot of probes dying. 52 to 42. Army supply is 33 to 1. Additional Stalkers are on the way. But now suddenly the Terran army is at the front door. Another tank showing up just to cause additional problems here. And that is your 2-base timing attack out of innovation. Banshees, Marines, tanks, throwing up bunkers at the front here. Zealots trying to do stuff. Stalkers trying to blink on in. Tank fire just absolutely focusing them down. And that is your good game. Innovation ends up winning game number 1. Pretty handily. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Pretty handily there. So game 1 goes to Innovation. Simple 2-base timing attack, man. He ended up with 53 workers. Siege tanks, 6 kills, 9 kills, 1 kills. Banshee with 3, Raven with 3. Must have tossed out an auto turret then. SCVs here in the mix, throwing up the bunkers unnecessarily, I think. But yeah, that's it. Innovation's like, you know how you kill a Protoss? You kill them before they get Storm, and before they get Archons, and before they get Tier 3. And then if they try to go Blink Stalker attack, you're ready for it. You've got your tanks, you've got your Cyclones, you have your Marines. You just push and push and push and push. Throw up a third base behind it in case this doesn't go very well, and hope that maybe SOS went for a third base early, and he did. So here we go. Units lost are definitely going to be just disgusting. It's 4,000 resources lost for SOS. Innovation lost 1,400. I mean, it's 14 Marines expendable, 1 Cyclone, 1 Reaper, and 1 Banshee went down. No tanks went down in there. 15 Stalkers died, 5 Zealots, 19 probes. And in the end, it was only 53 to 45 workers. Like, yes, again, we've talked about this before. SOS could afford to lose probes in defense of that attack, because even if he used probes and lost them and survived, he's in a decent position. He's got 3 bases. His economy is close to what Innovations is. He could catch up. But as it stood, he used the probes and lost anyway, which, better safe than sorry. Better to have risked it and lost than risked it, or not even risked it and lost is how that works. Okay, game 2 coming at you. We'll be right back. Kairos Junction, the Ladder Edition, a place where many excellent StarCraft 2 games have been played, and this is where Game 2 will be between Innovation and SOS. Bottom right-hand corner is the Terran player. Top left-hand corner is the Protoss player. All right, SOS. I don't feel like you saw that 2-base attack coming. I really don't, but this is a best of 3, so if you win the next 2 games, then you win the entire thing. And keep in mind, there might not be a game 3 because of my spoiler screen. All right, so Innovation, checking for pylons. Or maybe just building his barracks here. Okay, there we go. Building his barracks here to go ahead and freak out the probe that he knows is coming to scout. But SOS is like, I don't need to probe scout. I have a plan. And that's actually something that I know I always say I want to worker scout. I do. I want you to worker scout, but in situations where you have a plan, you're going for like a 1-base, extremely aggressive play, and it doesn't matter what they're going to do, right? You have it down to a T, you have the timing down, you're just going to go ahead and hit early, hit hard, and hit with something you practiced a lot, then okay, in that case, I will give you a pass. You don't have to worker scout. okay? Because even if your opponent is cheesing you, you're going to be ready for it. It's such an early attack that you've got coming. It'll be totally fine. That said, it has happened to me before in my 2v2 streams with Somicron out on twitch.tv/FalconPaladin that we both play Zerg, and we're both like, all right, fine. You know what? We're dealing with Zerg opponents. If we just go for like a 14 hatch, like a 15 hatch, maybe a pool right after that, we'll be fine with anything that comes our way. But man, have we found some even more like super duper aggressive Zerg builds, like 12 pool into a Baneling Nest as soon as possible. One base stuff, which what? One base Zerg attacks, it's very strange. So Probe sees, there's a Marine here, but there's not a barracks here, which tells me the barracks is around. The barracks is hiding from me. I'm not going to freak out about it. I'm going to check the double gas. By golly, there is. Is there anything back here? He's going to recall it home to keep it alive. Sure, man. It's energy. It's energy that you're going to go ahead and regenerate eventually on the Nexus. You're not going to need to recall anytime soon. Makes total sense. And then Innovation just lifting his stuff back on up here. Some of it. Anyway, he's going to wall off with the barracks in case Adepts are trying to get in. Yep, that's a Cyclone. That is a Starport. And SOS just going to go ahead and wait for his natural base to warp in here. He's going to work on the tech of the day, which is a Stargate opening, which could be an Oracle. But again, that's why you get the Cyclone early, as the Oracle really buffs. I know the word is rebuff, but I'm like, it's not doing it again. It's a buff. He just shoves it away. Probe comes in. Oh, the Probe's going to find this. The Probe's looking for stuff. Probe's like, I know you're hiding your tech from me. Where is it? Just over here, no big deal. Comes in, sees the starport, sees the tech lab, sees the cloak. So great scouting this time. SOS really knows what's coming. We got a shield battery, a Cyclone pushing up with a Marine. It's extremely early pressure. Oh, that Cyclone, I think it's dead. No, manages to get up into the high ground, but taking regular shots hurts too. Shield battery comes in to save the day. Phoenix opening. Phoenix gonna lift the crap out of that Cyclone. And now it's in trouble. Look at the Stalkers. They're like, we do not care about you, Marine. You may shoot at us all you want. We're killing the Cyclone, and then we're going to kill you. You're very brave, though. Congratulations. Great hold. Phoenix, really a fantastic answer here when you're dealing with an early Cyclone like that. So far, good. So far, so good from SOS. Throwing up a pylon down here, which I don't really understand. Oh, man, that Banshee's going to come out. Wait, did he cancel that and then I think he canceled that Banshee because the Phoenix was here and was like, I'm not saving that. I'm going to go ahead and rebuild it. I think if you focus down the Tech Lab and canceled Cloak, that'd probably be your best bet. But one of you is actually trying to hit. There you go. Now you're both going after the Tech Lab. I think they're going to get it. Oh, it's canceled. He knows. Innovation knows he's not getting Cloak. His plans have gone awry here. He's not going to get Cloak Banshee. This Banshee really shouldn't even... There we go. He canceled it and restarted it again. This time making a medevac. Stalker pressure, man. Okay, good. Except for the fact there's a Cyclone now. Where are the Phoenix? Save the Stalker. No. Stalker dead. Stalker completely dead. Is he bringing... there's an Oracle in now. All right, so man, Phoenix wander into the main base, kill an SCV. They cancel construction on one of those barracks. The lock-on is here. The lock-on is real. The lock-on is not enough to keep up with a Phoenix at all. Swing back around. There is a medevac coming out of here that you can probably take out, although it will have boost. It's probably going to immediately boost over. No, it doesn't have to, I guess, because the Phoenix didn't even bother. All right, so it is 42 to 28 workers in favor of SOS. Holy crap. That's amazing. Additional Phoenix in production. It is 15 to 20 army supply, so it is still higher for innovation, but not as much as we saw in game number 1. The pylon down here, I'm not sure what this was, but it's gone now, and that actually supply blocks SOS. That sucks. That is a bad feeling for sure. Anyway, additional gas on the way. SOS is continuing just to make Phoenix, man. He is just producing all of the Phoenix, making a third base. 2. Innovation, still no 3 bases. He might be going for a similar 2-base style attack, but no Banshees this time. I think he's done. He recognizes Banshees are going to suck because there are so many Phoenix out, and these guys have the upgrade, the Maglev upgrade. They've got the Maglev upgrade. Or Mag Field upgrade, Mag Field Accelerator, something like that. I need to... My brain gets really confused about that one. We will figure it out later. Anyway, yes, SOS is just continuing. That's more Phoenix, you guys. This Phoenix cloud is getting kind of nuts. He's got 6 of them. That is a big number for 5 minutes into the game against a Terran player. He's going to fly around and find stuff to kill. There's enough Marines to scare them. Right? But the tanks are not a concern for the Phoenix at all. It's a good composition from Innovation, I would say. He's got Marines. He's got Cyclones. Those are both very good. Decent against Phoenix here. The Marines are going to have to be the key here, though, as the Cyclones can be lifted and killed pretty excellently. There is a medevac here too. Ooh, we're getting charge. He is chrono boosting charge, which would be extremely useful in the incoming attack here. Man, a couple of zealots getting killed. Army supply 47 to 35. Man, making probes at this point. SOS, I don't know if you need to be making probes right now, man. There is an army at your front door. Stasis gets scanned and killed before it catches anything. That was huge. Coming in, lifting a tank, lifting another tank here. Cyclones fighting. Zealots do not have charge. They're doing what they can. They're being repaired. Lifting and killing a bunch of the Marines here too, but too many Marines are present. Lock on, taking out another of those Phoenix. Liberator joins the party, looking fantastic with the Emojin skin. Shield battery going to have to do a lot of work over here. Charge is not done, is not being chrono boost. Additional stalkers are on the way. Innovation is looking extremely terrifying right here. Oracle's picking off Marines as they come across the map. That's a really good job by it. Oh, they're going to cancel charge. The Twilight Council, I think, is going to die here. Phoenix coming around the backside, picking up a bunch of these Marines and actually delaying this push a little bit. Can he save charge? I don't think so. That's being target fired right now. It's going to go ahead and get denied, and there it goes. Charge is down. Stalkers are fighting here, though. The Phoenix are picking up reinforcing Marines as they continue to stream across the map. Cyclones fighting probes once again coming in, lifting the tanks. The Cyclones are also getting lifted here now. Additional reinforcements are coming in. The Zealots are fighting against the Marines. The medevac doing a great job healing. We're dropping tanks now, though. It is looking really bad for SOS. Innovation looks like he's done it here. It looks like he's won, and Innovation does end up taking game number 2. What is happening? This was a best of 3, and there are 3 games. I don't know if these are mislabeled or what, you guys, but that was absolutely Innovation versus SOS game number 2. We might have gotten these out of order. Yeah, because that's definitely an Innovation win. He's right here. SOS tapped out. That definitely counts. That's how that works. All right. Well, let's analyze this real quick, and then we'll go just play the 3rd game, I guess. Must have been a mistake. A mistake on the replay labeling, which is just like, ow, I guess. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, so once again, Innovation just basically 2-base attack, this time with more Marines because he knew there were Phoenix present, enough tanks to deal with the Stalkers. He was able to cancel charge because it was at the front door. If charge had been back here, I don't know if it would have made a huge difference. I mean, it would have finished. But at that point, I think the army supply was just big enough for Innovation that it didn't matter. Look at him consistently streaming dudes across the map. Sure, a bunch of them died to Oracles and Phoenix, but it didn't matter in the long run. Where are the tanks at? The tanks that did the heavy lifting, I think, are dead. Everybody that did heavy lifting, I think, is dead here. That Cyclone has 1 kill. More units died than we're counting here. 9 Stalkers, 10 Zealots, 4 Phoenix, a Sentry. In exchange for 2 tanks. Yep, those guys did a ton of work. 17 Marines, 2 Cyclones, and a Liberator. So, I mean, at this point, kind of made him work for it more. SOS fought harder, but still ended up losing 4,900 to 3,100 resources, which is just brutal. Just brutal. All right, so we're going to come back with that game 3 anyway. I mean, this might just be another Innovation win. I don't know, but you Terran fans aren't going to mind that, right? Maybe figure this stuff out. Maybe figure out what Innovation did here with the 2-base attack. Just be Innovation, you guys. Show up at 7 minutes when all that can exist here for Protoss are like Phoenix and Zealots and Stalkers and stuff. And just kill him. Just use superior micro and macro abilities and get him down. That might be what you have to do. All right, game 3 coming your way. We'll be right back. Okay, so that 3rd SOS versus Innovation game that I was talking about, yeah, that doesn't exist. I blame my children for my decaying brain cells. But I found a Neeb versus Mario game, which is PvT, and Neeb is a fan favorite, and Mario is a fan favorite, so hey. I'm sorry if you're expecting more Innovation versus SOS, but we're going to do Neeb versus Mario now. Okay, so top left-hand corner is going to be the red Protoss player. It is Neeb. And in the bottom right-hand corner is going to be the blue Terran player, Maru. So, Neeb is considered the best player from the United States of America, really by far. I mean, the argument for second place is it's kind of hot and it's kind of heavy, and there are a lot of people in there. Puck is definitely involved in that discussion. A Future, man, that young kid Future has really got to be somebody that we look at to be possibly sliding into that top 2 spot here, too. So, anyway, but Neeb is definitely clear and away the best player. He is probe scouting down here. Maru is probably the best Terran player on planet Earth, or at least he was in 2018. I say Innovation might be the best player who plays Terran in 2019. However, that is what WCS is for. That's what GSL is for. That's why we play the matches. Probe scouting, I don't think this is going to be anything too crazy. That is definitely a gateway and not a forge. Neeb is not quite interested in cannon rushing Maru today. He might be some other time, but not right now. Just comes in, sees there's no proxies coming up. Basically, he's going to try to block this expansion. Never mind, not even trying. And then head on out, because there's definitely a Reaper going to be made here sooner rather than later. Yep, Reaper's name is Ichigo. A Japanese teenager with weirdly spiked orange hair was swinging his arms around at seemingly nothing. He claimed he is a Soul Reaper and was fighting invisible ghost monsters called Hollows. The Terran police office decided that Ichigo drank too much bleach and sent Ichigo to the Reaper program. Dang, Ichigo. Rough stuff. Hallucinate a little bit and be turned into a Reaper. Yikes. So yeah, 1 gate expand from Neeb. Nothing too crazy here at all. There's the Cybernetics core. When that's done, we will be interested as to what is going to happen here. Maru expanding. Reaper out. Ichigo in a race against time to try to catch that. Their probe as it cruises across the map. The probe is too fast. The probe has too much of a head start, and he will not get caught. Alright, factory as is expected. And what is Neeb gonna do? Neeb's got an Adept out. Adept is gonna be here to deal with our friendly neighborhood Reaper. Shade is faster than Reaper, but can't hop down cliffs. Gets a shot off anyway. That was pretty good. That was pretty well played. And now here's the proxy for Maru. I think we're gonna see a starport. Yep, starport there. Gonna swap on over, maybe get some Hellion pressure. Interestingly enough here, versus these Adepts. Adepts do bonus damage versus Hellions, but also this vice versa is true. So you got to watch out. It's kind of a weird matchup that way. Reaper sneaking on in. Going to say, I really don't want to mess with that Reaper at all. She can murder me. But Oracle on the way. Oracle's name is going to be Proby the Vengeful. After being killed in a Zerg Terran joint attack, his conscience was taken from the husk of his fallen body and placed into an Oracle. Now he roams the skies, seeking revenge on those who destroyed his defenseless form. Dang, Proby. You're scary. That's a medevac. He's going to drop Hellions in and do a Hellion medevac attack over here. It's going to be real hard to deal with, Neeb. Hope you can be ready for it, friend. Reaper around. Oracle is out. Looking for the Reaper and might actually just pass right on by it like strangers in the night. Maru not really defending against this at all. He's got some Widow Mines on the way, but I don't know if they're going to be here by the time that shows up. So here come the Hellions. Here comes the medevac. Gonna swing in. I think we're gonna see a lot of dead workers on both sides here very, very soon. Oh, hold on. Why are you not going in? Okay, Revelation tossed down. It doesn't do anything. Hellions actually unloading. Oh, blocking that off with a gateway. What a clutch play from Neeb. Adepts wander in. Oh, that's a pickup. Stalker here now, and we're gonna try to roast up as many of these probes as we can. The split by Neeb is pretty great, though. How many probes go down? 3. 3 total go down. He lost a couple Hellions in the process. And yeah, man, you unload there, you're gonna die. Absolutely. So both of them get lifted up. No SCVs died, though. I really feel like if Proby the Oracle had come back in and just started working his way on SCVs, he would have had a pretty good time. All right, so Phoenix out now is going to go and chase away the medevac. I don't think it's getting home. None of the Hellions are either there. How many shots until it's dead? 1 more. 2 more. What? Jeez, medevacs. They take a lot of hits to go down. But anyway, we got Widow Mines up. We've got a Liberator setting up shop here too. The aggression from Maru is insane. It's a different level of aggression. It's a different type of aggression than we saw from Innovation in those last couple games. But I don't know if it's even paying for itself, honestly. 5 probes have gone down, but resources lost here are 1,000 to 287. It's insane. Another Liberator on the way. Does Neeb know about this? Neeb does not know about the proxy starport. He should. He really should, though. And look at these Widow Mines. Look at how they're placed. You fly across here. Oh, yeah. Oh, dodged. How about that one? Not dodged. Doof. Takes the shot. One-shots an Oracle. Does not one-shot a Phoenix, however. Oh, gosh. That was brutal. That's going to help even up those numbers for sure. Any Widow Mines defending over here? No, actually. Look at the low angle the Oracles are cruising in right now. Oh, this is incredible stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Proby the Oracle in front. Oh, 1 Widow Mine does get a shot off there. There was one in there. Neeb didn't see it, and I didn't see it either. But in fairness, it was cloaked for Neeb and not for me. So a couple SCVs die, but nothing. Oh, was he trying to bait that Widow Mine into firing onto the SCVs? Maybe. That might have been what he was trying to do, which would have been amazing and really great. Regardless, there's a third base from Neeb. Neeb feels pretty comfortable getting that third down. Once again, there's a timer here. Morrow either needs to kill Neeb on 2 bases, like we saw from Innovation in Games 1 and Game 2, or he needs to get a third base of his own up pretty shortly. I don't see him really working on... Oh, there it is. He's not working on it because it's already done. All right, cool. So third base on the way. We're seeing more of a macro-style game and response from Morrow here. What is that? Oracle Proby coming back home. 6 kills to his name. Pretty proud of it. Observer sees the Widow Mine and lift it. No! Doesn't lift it in time. Are you kidding? Gets fired on. Wow. Gets a shot off as it's being lifted and gets a shot off on one of those Phoenix. Another one down. Another one down. This is pretty effective stuff. This is really good mine clearing out of Neeb. I like it. Protoss players, make those Phoenix. Clear out those Widow Mines if that's something your opponent is trying to pull on. Yeah. It's a pretty good answer. Colossus with extended thermal lance. The answer for Neeb here. Morrow, on the other hand, is just going Marines, Marauders, Combat Shield, Stim. And I hesitated on Stim because it's already done. It's not in the production tab. Didn't see it there anyway. And +1 infantry attack. Now, 1 missile turret can really shove away a lot of these Phoenix here, plus the Marines, plus the Widow Mines. I don't know if you want to come in and really try to do anything at this third base. It's pretty well protected against air attacks. Hey, guess what? Another Liberator! Yeah, this probe count, it's not been a ton of probe kills per attack, but it's adding up. We're up to 11 now. Swinging on in. There we go. He did kill a bunch of Widow Mines as the Marines left the house there. Oh, that's so frustrating. Morrow leaves that for 2 seconds and ends up losing stuff. Colossus in here. Sentry in here. Shot on the... Ooh, almost killed that Sentry. That would have been a nice pickup. A 4th base from Neeb. Holy cannoli. He's really trying to out-macro and Morrow here and doing pretty well with it, honestly. Worker count's about even, but having 4 bases to 3 bases means his income is more spread out across the board. He has more income. Well, not more income coming in than Morrow because mules, but he will be able to get there as soon as this thing is saturated, which is possible. Now, Morrow pushing out with not a huge army. There's no tanks here. It's Marine Marauders. It's Widow Mines. Once again, the Phoenix just trying to pick off Medevac's nice boost away to get them out of there. Extended Thermal Lance is almost done. The Colossus is going to have to do this without Extended Thermal Lance, which is just brutal. A Nyan Pulse Crystal being researched, giving the Phoenix +1 attack range, which is great. Phoenix, Observer here really scouting everything that's coming in. Observer sees this too. The Observer placement by Neeb has been really great in this game. Colossus firing. Taking out a bunch of these Marines here. Coming in with the Phoenix and just lifting all of the Widow Mines. Taking some shots in the process, but that's okay. They can afford to do that. Now the Colossus have extended Thermal Lance. Picking off a Medevac. Beautifully played there too. Where did his Observers go? I don't know where they went, but there's a couple down here. Do they have kills? No, they do not have kills, and they never will, because they have been destroyed. Neeb double pumping probes. He's up to 79 to 69 workers ahead against Morrow. Morrow is creating a 4th base on a premise just above his 3rd right now. And it looks like at some point they found the starport or it floated home. Either way, it is not here anymore. It should not bother Neeb anymore. Additional Colossus coming in. Is he just not even bothering to make Vikings against these Colossus? No, it's just Marauders. 3 Marauders at a time. That can be a decent answer versus the Colossus Protoss unit. We've seen that since Wings of Liberty. I remember watching Husky games wherein basically Marauders were the answer to Colossus. You stim them in. You don't worry about the incoming damage. You focus down the Colossus with the just barrage of Marauder attacks, and they die real fast. So I think that's what we're trying to see here from Morrow. Tempest in production. Neeb is trying to make those to counter the Liberators, of which there are currently 0. I don't know why Tempest, I'm going to be honest. Maybe they can pick off Medevacs from distance, which is pretty amazing. Army supply is 94 to 78. Neeb is up big time. He's not going for any splash other than the Colossus, though. Really feel like Storm would be pretty nice, but free SCV play there. That was pretty nice stuff. Widow Mines on the top of the ramp. Neeb is going for a 5th, you guys. A 5th base. I don't know that he needs it, but he's going for it. Phoenix. Yeah. Lifting, killing, lifting, killing, lifting, killing. Another Medevac picked off. Another Medevac almost picked up. Does get it. Widow Mines firing everywhere, though. Look at these Phoenix. They're just lifting and killing all of the Marines here. The Marauders can't do anything about this at all. There are still some Marines down, but now they're not anymore, and that means the Medevac are getting picked off. That means the Widow Mines are getting picked off. These Phoenix have done so much work for Neeb in this game. So much work. Army supply 91 to 89 in favor of Neeb. Worker supply 81 to 74 in favor of Neeb. Resources lost here 5,700 Amaru, 5,087 for Neeb. So the Phoenix have done their work. I think they might be just about done here, but suddenly it's Colossus and it's Tempest versus a largely Marauder army. Well, and Ghosts and Widow Mines out of Amaru, because of course there are. Because of course he's got Ghosts out already. I'm working on personal cloaking too for those Ghosts, but the Observer count seems pretty nice. And that there are 2, which maybe isn't enough for Neeb, but we'll see if it is. 5th base is just gorgeously there. A 5th base under construction for Maru too. Both players working pretty hard to keep that macro going. We're 12 minutes in. We're maxed out. We're on 5 bases, and so far so good from both of these players. Colossus going to do okay except against all of the Marauders. That's what the Phoenix are there for. They're going to lift Marauders as they can, remove them from the situation. The Tempest have really just got to be there to take down Medivacs. Wow! However, the darting on anyway are the Marauders, lifting, like I mentioned previously, and killing them. Colossus are getting taken down. The surround from the other side here with the Marines and the Marauders and the Ghost just wiping out those Colossus. Phoenix still killing what they can here. Medivacs are going down. Tempest out. Are you kidding right now? Suddenly it's 82 to 51 army supplies. Suddenly the Marauders, they don't have any Medivac support, but it doesn't really matter. They've got +2/+2. The 5th base of Neeb goes down. Phoenix are in here. They need to lift the Ghosts, but they can't see them. Their observers are gone. Is there enough energy on these Phoenix to actually lift these Marauders and destroy them? That'd be huge. That'd be huge if Neeb could pull this off. I don't know if he can, though. The 3rd base is under assault. This Marauder DPS is so insane. Look at him stimming without Medivac support at all here. Yeah, he doesn't have enough energy to constantly lift. The Nexus does end up going down. Additional Widow Mines lifting, getting picked off at the periphery there. Neeb with great micro, but losing 2 bases in quick succession is not good news for him. Another base under assault. His 4th base coming in. These guys are so low on HP, but it doesn't matter. They still do full damage. The Phoenix, once again, trying to lift and kill what they can, but just not enough energy on these dudes to constantly lift and kill the entire army. 21 probes have gone down right now. Additional Phoenix in production, and that's it. Maru gets the win. Neeb taps out. He recognizes his Phoenix play is not going to be enough versus the insanity that is this attack from Maru. Look at this. 4 kills on that Marauder. He's got like 0 hit points. It says 90 there, but that's not. It gives everybody full health when you end the game. But look, it's in the red. It's not anything at all. But these Marauders doing tons of work here. Wiping out 2 bases. All the Medivacs were dead. These guys came in late. It didn't matter. But let's go back. I want to watch that major battle here. Let's see if we can, here it is. Let's zoom out a little bit because I was catching this army, but I didn't quite see these guys sneak around from down here. It's like a Zerg surround on a Protoss force is what it is. So these guys are the major threat. The Marauders just split off, and then they come from the backside. EMPs are tossed down, so making the Colossus even bigger targets. All the Colossus die. We've got enough Marines and Ghosts to deal with the Tempest. They're getting focused down. And sure, all the Medivacs die, but at that point, it is, what, 43 to 80 army supply? And Amaru has the distinct lead there. Amazing. Amazing, amazing stuff. Great positioning there. That's why Maru is considered, again, one of the greatest Terran players on planet Earth today. Just ridiculous positioning there. Great job of making sure the Marauders got out of there and just started attacking. Sure, the Phoenix are around, but Phoenix don't do bonus damage versus Marauders. And the Marauders could go ahead and take down buildings very quickly, even without Medivac support. I think a lesser player is like, I gotta wait for Medivacs. I can't possibly move out with just these Marauders. I'll get wrecked. And yeah, not the case, man. Not the case at all. It turns out the Marauders do just fine. And it was the correct decision to push out and kill 2 bases, soon to be 3 bases of Neebs, and kind of force him to make panic Phoenix. What else can he do there? Nothing else is going to really match up against these 2 Marauders. Incredible. I mean, did he have upgrades for ground units? He didn't even have upgrades for his Zealots. So even if he made some Zealots, they'd be slow Zealots and bad Zealots without upgrades at all. So great job by him. And that's going to be 3 Terran wins versus their Protoss opponents today. So Terran fans, take heart. Maybe take some inspiration from what we're seeing here from Maru and Innovation. I know, just play like them, but they're doing something right. All right, cool. Well, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and your Sunday series. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.